So, hello everybody. I'm from the Herbert Hoover Presidential Library, and these two security guards have been laughing so hard that they got tears coming out of their eyes. But that's another story. But this gentleman right here was so nice to show us take us actually into the library area, which you're not allowed to go into right now. I mean, we didn't go into the unsecured place, but he was willing to take us and told us that all the libraries right now are closed down due to some sort of theft of library items, which is a real shame. But Herbert Hoover this is quite a library. I've never been to a public or to a presidential library. It was on our bucket list, Rachel's and mine. This guy was quite a man. He was orphaned at age 10, but he bucked up, and one of the things he did when he became a president was to go to Central America, he and his wife and an entourage, and they did quite good things there. He graduated from Stanford University at age 21. That's pretty young for a guy, and I'm just showing you some of the stuff here. Similar to some of the other things we've seen, 5 or 10 minutes does not do these places justice. But he graduated from Stanford at age 21 as an engineer. He went and worked in some of the pictures of him on his, it was called Mission of Tour, the Goodwill Tour. Anyway, he graduated and then went to work, not making hardly any money, in mining. And then he went to Australia. Here's some of his boyhood pictures. He went to Australia, and in Australia, he was extremely successful and made his employers a lot of money. They bought a mine for $1 million and made $65 million out of it. That's a pretty good return on a investment. But quite a man. This is really cool. I've never been to a presidential library before. I would encourage you to go to one. He was elected for one term, and he was like, everybody loved him. It was a landslide when he was elected. But the Great Depression started right into his term, and so he lost. He was only a one-term president. Here's some of the things of people talking about the great things that he did for them, how he helped people to get out of some of the worst times as far as Europe and their food issues. He was a very generous and giving man. He made a lot of money, as I said, and then he wanted to use his talents, and he had lots of them, to help to promote the country and to get people in better shape. He actually did a lot of different things as far as helping with economics of the country. He was Secretary of Commerce for a time, and he brought around a lot of things where they made things more consistent. One of the things he mentioned was, I'd like most men to have, or most people to have cars, rather than having all different kinds of cars. As you may be aware of, Hoover Dam was named after him, a huge undertaking, which has been caused a lot of good things. Very cool. I would encourage you to go to a presidential library. I guess this is one of the smaller ones. I would love to have gone to President Reagan's presidential library, but that's in California, and we are not going to California. Stock market crash of 1929 was really bad for the man. A lot of people out of jobs. He was loved by many, but when the crash took place, his popularity basically went down pretty bad. These doors represent the banking crisis where they actually closed banks, so people had no access to their money. Very scary. And And then it goes into his later life, and I won't go into that. Um, this would be his office, replica of his office.
My feeling is that we have involved ourselves.
Old TV like I watched when I was a kid, you had to get up to change channels. I am not doing this library justice, but I'm just trying to give you an overview. It's in Iowa. I forget the name of the little town we're in. My sister told me, but I forgot it already. So, encourage you to go see one. Thank you for tuning in.